Good evening everyone, how are you doing? Is alright? So we've got Forest tomorrow night, a game which will be all down as well. So if you're at the Forest game, if you want to jump on fan cams, please give us a shout at the way section, the City Ground. But we're going to be talking a little bit about Forest and also a bit of team news going into that game as well, because it's a League Cup game. We are expecting a lot of changes when Rafa's had his press conference earlier today along in Benton. So Forest are currently 13th in the Championship at the moment. You probably think to yourself, that same old Forest not doing very well, but they actually are unbeaten in the league so far this season, having won the one and drawn 4 games. So they're kind of like the specialists in the league at the moment, where they're drawing a lot of the games. But like I said, they are unbeaten so far this season. And if you actually do include the penalty shootout win over Bury in the first round of the League Cup, they're technically 6 unbeaten for the start of the season under Ika Karanka, who of course 30 miles down the road, he used to be Middlesbrough manager, didn't he? But you could say it's a good start in some aspects. Some other Forest fans might say, well, it's not good enough because it should be winning more games. You probably say that it's a good start if you were a Forest fan. Majority, I would have thought as well. Now of course they've got a couple of players that have had a history here. Jack Colback will not be playing, although the club can allow them to play in a cup game, the laws do state, but Jack Colback will not be playing because the club have denied that request. That's what Rafa Benitez said in his press conference earlier on today. But of course they do have Daryl Murphy, who'd done a fantastic job in the Championship in the second half of the season, scoring I think it was 6 goals off the top of my head, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments box. But because Colback is officially on loan, he cannot play. A couple of team news for Forest is that Guardiola, if I pronounced that right, Sam Byram cannot play, and Jordan Smith is unavailable because of a suspension. So they do have 3 players out, but I am expecting Forest to rotate as well. We know when they came here last season they beat us 3-2 and went extra time, so they can cause an upset, and it's probably one of the most difficult ties that Newcastle could have gotten this draw, because we're away to a Championship side. You could have drawn a League 2, you could have drawn a League 1 side at home, but it's a tricky task, and let's be honest, they could put it out, you know, because depending on what team that are we up for it. But I think it's important, more on Newcastle in a minute, but I think it's important that we get the win. Karanka plays very similar formation to what Rafa does. He plays a 4-2-3-1 formation. So it's going to be, I think Rafa will go for that as well, although we did play 5 at the back against Chelsea, which he got heavily criticised for. I think he'll switch back to his custom favourite 4-2-3-1 formation. Now we know that Mankiw, Lejeune and Hayden are unavailable because of injury and suspension. He was asked earlier on about Jamal Lascelles. He said that I mean, let's not kid ourselves, Jamal Lascelles would love to play against his boyhood club, and so would Carl Darlow. But is Jamal Lascelles injured? Didn't give too much away in that press conference. He said that he spoke to him this morning, everything's fine. He's obviously, his girlfriend's due to give birth very, very shortly as well. Will he play? I don't think Lascelles will. Matt Ritchie's out the game completely. He is a doubt. He's got a knock, so Rafa's not going to risk him. And just going on to other things as well, you're going to probably think yourself, okay, so there's going to be rotated players here, so we are expecting to see Carl Darlow back in the net. He did fantastically at the City Ground, saving those 2 penalties. I won't play them in the league when we came up. Jamie Sterry is in the squad. He's likely to play at right back because Yedlin will probably give him the rest. Mankiw is injured, so Jamie Sterry will be interested to see how he gets on. Possibly maybe seeing Fabian Shaw, Federico Fernandez start as a 2 rather than a 3. I think Kieran Clark will be rested for this game because I think he will start against Manchester City. And Christian Atsu, expect him to come in. Murphy, maybe Atsu and Murphy on each side of the wing because no Richie's out. I would like to see Yoshinori Motu given a start, whether he plays up top or in the number 10. We've got to see him, because he's had a couple of flashes coming off the bench and he's looked promising. And then if he doesn't start in the striker role, if he plays in the 10, do you go with Rondon or do you go with Hoslu? Because Hoslu's scoring goals, I think I would play Hoslu in this one because he scored on the weekend. Give him a start. If he scores again, that'll give him the confidence going into the City game. So, but if he starts and doesn't score, then bring Rondon in for the City game on the weekend, another game which will be at as well. And will he give Sean Longstaff a go? Will he start him? Will he be brave enough to go with the start? I don't think he'll start him, but I think he will come off the bench later on. I'll be very surprised if he starts him. But this is Rafa Benitez. He shocked everybody in the weekend with his lineup and the formation as well. But as I say, we'll be there at the City Ground tomorrow, making our way down in the afternoon. What do you reckon? Are we going to get through this? I think if we can win, there'll be such a confidence boost going into the Manchester City game, even if we get beat off Manchester City, which we are expecting. Let's not kid ourselves. However, I think it's that monkey off the back that we've won a game, and it'll be great for confidence. If we get put out by Forest, there's going to be some angry people on Twitter, isn't there? Have a good night. Watch what is a day. Bye bye.